Okay, well, it's Wednesday, 21st of August, just come up to 5 o'clock. It's been 5 days since I last fished, I think. I've come down to a busy lake, so I'm just going to do a lap of it now, see what's free. Right, well, having chatted to one of the fellas there, I just stopped by and saw, he was in a New Point swim. I had the choice of one swim. They're all taken, everything, pretty much, apart from out on the spit I'm going to point, and I'm a bit embarrassed for that. So, the swim I've got is this one again, Winter Sanctuary. So, yeah, it'll have to be this. Well, it's slightly more crowded than I thought, in that I was just sorting my gear out and getting set up when someone appeared on the end of the spit opposite me. The swim that he's in faces slightly out this way, so not straight at me, but he can fish a bit of the water that's in front of me, so that's kind of dictated where I've put my rods. So I've only put one out long. That was the second rod I put out on a solid bag at 20.5 reps. On a sort of raised gravelly area that kind of stands out from the rest of the surrounding area, which is flat and quite deep silt. The other rod I was having a bit of a lid about at sort of 12 to 15 reps sort of distance, trying to see if I can find any similar sort of areas, sort of broken ground and that. Something that stood out, but no, I couldn't really, and I thought, right, well, I've cast enough now. And at that moment, a fish topped further down the margin to my right, and I saw the ripples come through the bushes here, the trees that are in the margin. So yeah, that was enough encouragement for me to just plop one in the margin there, which I've done just on the towards the end of the bush out there, and I've just thrown a bit of spod mix around it and about a dozen boilies. So yeah, don't know if the fish is going to venture down this way. It sounded like it was up near the back end, the back side of the New Point swim, the little where you got the little shallow cast of about, or short cast of about 10 reps out to the far margin. Yeah, it sounded like it was up there, but if it ventures down this way, there's a chance it might take an interest in my bait. So yeah, I am not at all confident. I'm hoping it's one of those nights where that's the case and I get pleasantly surprised, but the person that's in the margin swim at the moment was in here beforehand. He moved today, I think. So yeah, he's obviously done a little bit in here and had no luck. I'm on the back of the wind, the wind's not particularly a new one, but yeah, it does look better up the other end of the lake, so everything appears to be going against me. I'm off in the morning to work. I'll probably be back Friday night to have another go, but yeah, at the moment it's not looking encouraging, but you never know. If anything happens, I'll let you know. morning. Nothing doing, as predicted. Yeah. And we've got a little bit of rain this morning, just for good measure for me to pack up in about an hour, because it's coming up to 6:30 now. Yeah, didn't see anything, didn't hear anything, but then the wind's pushing that way and it's been quite blustery, so it would have carried the noise away from me if there was anything showing out there. Yep. I'll start thinking now about Friday. I think a few will be going on Friday that are here now. People are sort of down for the whole week, well, pretty much. But I think they'll be pulling off on Friday. So, with a bit of luck, I may stand a chance, or a better chance, of choosing the swim. Right, well, time for another one of these, and then start the pack away. Just got here, he's been doing a bit. Okay, well, I'll take the positives. No tench, and the rain held off just long enough for me to pack up. So yeah, right then, I'll be back down probably tomorrow to try again. Okay, but it's Sunday the 25th of August, August Bank Holiday weekend. Yeah, it's now 7:45. I got down here at 4 o'clock. Don't know how it's fished at the weekend because the people that are on haven't been on that long. There's only 4 others on. There's somebody in the island swim, somebody in the point swim, and 2 guys doubled up in the in no carp corner. Yeah, I'm in the margin swim. I went down the margin earlier when the sun was out a little bit and looked for some fish, couldn't find any. And having spoken to the guys in the point swim, he did hear 1 or 2 along here, along the margin during the night, but not a lot of activity. So yeah, I am not fishing the usual, well I'm fishing one usual spot, which is left hand rod, you know, bag flicked down the margin there. A little bit further out from the bank than normal. That's just the way it landed. That's fine, it's nice and clean there. So yeah. But the right hand rod that I put out first, I'm fishing the plateau water because there's nobody in that swim, and I just fancy fishing somewhere a little bit more central in the lake. I had a good lead around for half an hour. I don't know how many casts I made. Probably too many, ideally, you know, disturbing the water. But yeah, I was determined to find a good spot, and I did. Some broken gravel, a gravel hump at 21 reps. So yeah, I've got the tree line for the night. So, if I have to put it out there, fingers crossed. Not if it's a bream or a tench though. Yeah, proper fish, please. So yeah, and I've put more bait out than usual. I put 10 to 12 spods out, and probably 100 freebies with all the spod mix. And that's because, although I'm officially only down until tomorrow lunchtime, I'm going to attempt to negotiate an extension to that at home. I did a few jobs today, DIY, and I think I've earned a brownie point or two. So yeah, and because this weather looks absolutely bang on. I mean, we had a storm since I last came down, I forget the name of it, but we've had low pressure, heavy winds and rain, massive downpour there was, and it's still looking good now. It actually brightened up earlier today, and the forecast was for it to go sunny again and high pressure. The pressure's meant to be rising, but at the moment it still looks bang on. So yeah, and if it does, you know, that through tomorrow, it looks promising out there, then I'm going to try and negotiate an extension for a second night if I can. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm just going. If I've got that, then I'll just go to work on Tuesday morning. Very tired, no doubt, because 2 nights on the bank. I'm not used to it, and it takes it out of me because I'm an old boy. So yeah, yeah, I'm all set. I've had a couple of bleeps on the rods already. I mean, the left-hand one with a bag, you can expect it a little bit with the silvers coming in and with the spod mix. But yeah, I had a bleep on the right-hand rod, and seeing as I'm, you know, fishing in the spotted area, that's encouraging. Could be fish in the area mopping up the bait already. So let's hope they are, and let's hope I get a take. It's just gone 6 o'clock. It's coming in fairly easily. What we've got. What are we going around there? Now it's waking up. Pretty quiet night up until now. I haven't got a look at it yet. Oh, he's holding bottom well. Limpet. Could be a good fish. Oh. It's ploughing into the bottom, sending bubbles up. Silt. Big old vortex is coming up there. Please don't let me lose this one. There's a good fish. Getting somewhere. See the lead core. Oh, don't do that. It's pinged off its dorsal. Come on, please. Getting tired now. Still not really. Oh, there we are. What's up? Yes! Yes! That must have been about a 20-minute fight. It's worn me out. What a fight. Right. Let's see. $30 and a half. Oh, lovely. What a beautiful dark coloured. Oh yeah, yeah. If you sit still, mate, yeah. Come on. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh. Okay. Let's do the other side. We're just fewer scales on this side. Come on. Oh, didn't like being picked up. No. Come on. Look at that. Fantastic. Do the other side again. Okay, and then we'll have you back. There we are. Great. Okay, you've been good. Let's get you back. I did all that without a coffee inside me, which is not something I can usually do. Yeah, oh, well happy with that. Lovely fish that. Yeah. I've just stuck it back out there. First time on the spot, which isn't easy to find actually. Yeah, yesterday when I first cast out and found it, I couldn't re-find it when I did a second chuck, just to make sure. But anyway, I did Then on the rechuck I've got exactly where it needs to go on the tree line on the horizon. So yeah, I haven't put any freebies out because I'm thinking of putting the rods in at some point and going and looking down the margin, down the day swims, to see if there's any fish mooching around there, given that the sun is up and looks like we're going to have a lovely warm sunny day. I haven't checked the pressure yet, but I bet it's risen quite a lot. I mean, last night it was looking good, it was like windy, it's overcast, but then it just died off completely, and yeah, it went flat calm like this. And I heard a couple of fish in the night somewhere around the lake, but not a lot. So yeah, I wasn't expecting that this morning. No bleeps during the night really, speaking of a couple I think. Half sleep, but yeah. So what'll that be now? Yeah. Right, I'm going to savour this coffee because it's been a long time coming. It's now what, 7 o'clock, something like that. So yeah, I'll catch up with you later. Okay, well it's 9:15 now. I've been sitting here watching the water, looking for signs. I mean, there's been no fish rolling or anything like that. But I've just seen my first fish, seen the back of it move out from the margin on top. So yeah, suggests they're going to pop up on the surface. But a bit of clouds is building, so yeah, that may keep them down. Just going to wait and see, probably till late morning before I decide whether to put them in and go and look down there. If I see any more fish down there, then I probably will, but until I see a bit of movement, I think I'm just going to sit it out here. Okay, it's come up 11:45 now. Update on the negotiations at home. They were successful, so I've got a second night. Right, well earlier on I put some mixers out down the margin there because I saw some ripples coming out, but nothing happened as a result. But I've seen a fish crash further down the margin, and I've seen a fish on top here, just sticking its dorsal out slightly and mooching around on top. Even though it's clouded over again, and you know, we've got a little bit of wind pushing through. So yeah, I'm just going to see if it does it again. If it does, then I may well pull in that left-hand rod, which hasn't done a lot. And oh look, it's right over there now. Oh, it's gone quite a way away. It's the same fish. Oh, there's a couple. There's another one further on. Right. I may actually pull them both in and go and look down the day swims. Because if they're further down there now, the fish on top, then I'd need to fish from down there. So, excuse me. So, yeah, right, I'm going to make my mind up what I'm going to do and do it. Right, it's midday. Let's go and see what we can see. Okay, well I had a good look down the margin. When the sun's gone in again now, but when it was up, it was at the right angle. You could see all in the snags as you walk down to see if there's any fish laid up, and there was nothing there. And there was nothing moving through the open gaps, you know, the day swims. And I looked and looked to see if I could see anything on top, moving around on top, either close in or further out, moving through those swims, those day swims. Nothing. So yeah, so what I've done is I've come back here and I thought, right, I'm just going to put the right hand one back out in the same spot, but the left hand one I put out first, solid bag, level with where I first saw a fish this morning, which is where the dead tree is that comes out horizontally just above the lake. It showed close in behind some pads that are between the pads and the dead tree. So I've just gone out to the side of it at 20 yards, sort of fairly safe distance from the margin, which, you know, you're restricted to cast to anyway because of the overhang up there. So yeah, the right hand one I put same spot and 4 spots over the top with about 40 baits. Now I'm going to watch the water this afternoon, see if I see any signs, but if it looks like it's gone pretty quiet, excuse me, because the pressure's settled on a high now, high-ish, 10 mid-20s. Yeah, I may yet go home later today, this evening, but let's give it, you know, another 4 or 5 hours, because it's 1 o'clock now, and see what happens. Okay, 6:30. I'm staying. Finally made up my mind. I've not seen anything, but yeah, I think I've got to give it a chance. Okay, it's just gone 8 o'clock. The water has calmed off completely. There's a few little shows out there, but they don't look like they're from carp. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the night. Okay, 6:30. No 6 o'clock in the morning run for me this morning. Yeah, very quiet night, no bleeps, nothing. Heard 1 or 2 fish perhaps around the lake somewhere, but couldn't pinpoint them, they weren't around here. So yeah, a couple of coffees, pack away, off to work. Well, nothing on the second night, but I'm pleased for having that 30. That was a lovely fish. That's it for this video, so thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you soon.